Yeah. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. We're about to get into it. Looking to meet a $25 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. If we meet the goal, I'll stay on 2 hours. Um, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. But I will settle out of court for a small fee of $15 if it's via Cash App or PayPal. Because YouTube take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it. But 70% of something is better than 100% of nothing, you dig? Let's get into this ridiculous nonsense. But please get the likes up.
I'm Akila, 27.
I am Blaine 56.
We have a lot of haters. It wasn't because our age or our height, it was because our profession at the time. I think a lot of people in our profession did think that I was a gold digger. If you can't handle a sports car, then don't buy it because she is a fine sports car.
Okay, yes. So he's 56 and she's 27 and he's short. So yes, he has the bag, right? I mean that apartment complex doesn't look like he has the bag. But let's just continue. But look, before we even get into it, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say she's not with him because she just has a heart of gold. I'm willing to just step out on that ledge right now.
She is a fine sports car. When Akila first told me about her in blue, I was so skeptical. I'm like, oh my God, not your boss. How
Oh, it's her boss. Okay. Okay. Man, I want to say this. It's almost like as a man, you can't escape getting hated on big time. You know, specifically by the in-laws. Um, Let me put it like this: not just the in-laws, but just people in general. When it comes to your relationship as a man, because if society feel like you not good enough for her, they're gonna give you crap for that. If they feel like it's obvious that you better than her, they're always gonna try to paint you as some type of abusive, manipulative monster who's probably cheating or probably controls her too much. You can't win as a man. It just sometimes it seems like you just can't win far as people approving you and treating you with respect as a man. But that's why you gotta just not give a damn and just keep it moving. And just check people when necessary and otherwise just try not to pay attention to it.
oh my God, not your boss. How can he be my son-in-law when I'm younger than him? You told me he was just your friend. You want some tea?
No, I hate tea, but I drink it. I'm forced to drink it. Healthy girlfriend. They hope I don't fade away. I feel better, but I still like my fried chicken.
I'm Akila, 27.
I am Blaine 56.
So we've been dating for about 2 years now.
It's this short older guy with this younger, taller girl.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, they think that's a sugar daddy, they're not knowing that we are together.
So I started working at the dealership and I would sell a lot of cars, and every day I would have to go over to finance, and he would see me and he walked up to me and said, hey, I would like to buy you some new shoes. As I started to,
That's a crazy pickup line. That's a crazy pickup line. Just walk up to a chick and tell her I want to buy you some new shoes. So he definitely led with money. But I guess I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. Like, how much is this man worth? I mean, if you work at the dealership, it ain't like he a millionaire. We gonna get to the bottom of this one way or another. Or maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe they're the exception to the rule.
As I started to, get to know him more, I'm just like, okay, who is this guy that just keeps pursuing me? Like, what does he want? I was 25 when we started talking.
I was 54 when we started.
So when I first saw him and he first came up to me, and I told him this too, I said, who granddaddy is this trying to talk to me? I'm not a stranger to talking to older men, but in that time I was working. So I was so focused on work. I wasn't even thinking about dating or, taking anything serious in that moment.
I'm not mad at the brother, you know. Got him a young tenderoni. But look, it's not for us to figure out why they're not together. Oh, maybe it is because they put it on the internet. So, it's fair game for us to speculate and kind of talk shit. But hold on, I'm getting a call. But he's not a conventionally attractive guy, a traditionally attractive guy. He's not tall, and he's not. I don't think he make 2 or 300,000 with the dealership. I mean, y'all could maybe one of my wrenches could look it up. And are we to believe it's because his personality is just so damn great? I mean, we know he led with money because he just came up to her talking about their first story is he came up to me and asked me couldn't he buy me some shoes? So that's still leading with money. Um, can we get the likes up? I got 6 people watching and only 1 like. It's a slap in the damn face. You know what I mean? Can we get the likes up? Greatly appreciated. We'll take a call, so I'm gonna press play on this and then I'll be right back.
A video about how Aisha Curry just spoke out about how, she's approaching 40 and she feels like she just kind of looked up and realized that her entire adulthood is pretty much boiling down to belonging to other people. Like, she doesn't really have an independence to herself. She's really just Stephen Curry's wife and mother to his children. And I feel like the quiet part that people aren't necessarily saying out loud is that a lot of grandmas have been trying to say to you without saying to you that it is incredibly important for women to spend their especially early 20s focusing on themselves. Like, I would even argue into your 30s, focus on yourself, mamas, because you want to have a strong and confident, sound and solid idea of who you are. You want to have an identity. You want to be a person, right? And that's just simply not how girls are socialized. Like, girls are socialized to want to be wives and want to be moms and want to be housekeepers and make a family and all these things. And not to say that men aren't socialized that way too, but
housekeepers?
Men get to have that time of exploration focusing on themselves, right? And that's where they get to enter into relationships where women are taking care of them fully, 100%, full on, like a mom would. And women don't get that. That is just often not the case. And so, I don't know, I just feel like that's the quiet part that the grandmas have been trying to tell you is that
It's so funny that we're having a conversation and the jump off point for this is Aisha Curry, right? Who is arguably married to the most famous basketball player currently still playing in the NBA. Now, I know some people will say that that title probably goes to LeBron James, and that's probably true. But this is not a Steph Curry versus a LeBron James conversation, nor is this a conversation to tear down Ayesha Curry, because I actually think that, you know, she doesn't seem like she's doing anything wild or whatever or anything like that. But because you are a public figure and you continue to go on podcasts and have your opinion, then that is what then generates certain conversations and so on and so forth. But with that being said, let me ask y'all a question. What is wrong with being taken care of and being a wife? Why do y'all have to find yourselves at 40? I actually believe that the true midlife crisis is applicable to women at 40, because I am seeing more and more videos and more women, including a video that I did of a woman that said that she was looking for her husband, now ex-husband, who she was with for 17, married for 17, I believe, with him for 21. Now she's 40, and she's saying that she was looking for him to be the villain so that she can figure out or try to divorce him. And I believe that it's a tale of whataboutism, and then also trying to figure out whether or not you're missing out on something. And they're cloaking it in a whole idea of you need to find yourself and find your identity. So let's explore what she said, for example, at its surface. Let's say Ayesha Curry, who is the person that she's using as the basis for her argument, decided to explore and figure out herself and find herself, which I largely believe that's just an opportunity for you to sleep around, get a bunch of trauma bonds, have a bunch of dudes bust you down, possibly get some STDs, and have some children out of wedlock. But, you know, that's just what the statistics are telling me, that that's what's happening out here in society. And then you can't be with the guy that you're supposed to be with because you actually passed up on the guy that you were supposed to be with, right? So now let's remove Steph Curry out of the conversation, and let's say it's just Ayesha. You are the girl that I never. Let's just say it's just Ayesha now, right? Cool. Do you think that Ayesha is in a better space had she stuck with Steph early, or if she'd have went over and did her own thing and went and found herself and then waited into her late 30s, because she said explore your 20s, maybe even your 30s, late 30s, maybe 40s, to then evaluate if she wanted to get married and then have children and then be with a guy? Do you see how crazy that sounds? But even women who are quote unquote educated, because I can't say that I'm as educated, I'm a C student. You know, I'm just lucky I fell through the cracks. I just so happen to be successful. But even the women with PhDs and that are super educated, for some reason, they just can't fathom. And I don't know if it's because they're in the situation to where, you know, what Ayesha Curry would have been like had she not been with Steph, or what. But then they keep trying to say in our mothers and our grandmothers. I don't think that there's any situation where you can find women that are truly happy with their circumstance. If you get married early and you get with a rich man and you have a phenomenal family and all of this stuff, they're going to complain about the fact that guys are not seeking them out and that they're not hitting them up in their DMs. And then if they out there for the streets, and then I say, hey, you probably passed up on a guy that you're supposed to be with. How many of y'all, and I've done multiple different conversations in person and in the panels and online where I said, hey, how many of y'all probably passed up on the guy that you were supposed to be with? And every single time, all of them probably raise their hand, which means that the guy that they are currently with is not even the person that is best for them, and it's not even their first choice. But because they wanted to find themselves, which is all of those things that I previously just named, you miss out on your blessing. But here's the bigger question that I have for you guys. Again, what is wrong with being a wife? Because she started this thing off by saying that her identity is totally tied up in being Steph Curry's wife. I thought that y'all were helpmeets. That is literally what God created you to be. And then you get the beneficiary of all of the blessings. You don't have to suffer. You ain't got to be out here getting bust down. You ain't got to be a single mother. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to be crying on the internet about life is so hard. You know what I'm saying? You get to actually get the spoils of Steph Curry's work ethic and dedication.
Look, I'm gonna say it again. They're not happy until they find something to be unhappy about. That simple. Like, once you understand that, your mind isn't gonna be boggled anymore about situations like this.
You can't make a woman happy. It's impossible. I've never met a happy woman in my life.
Let's get the likes up. I got 9 people watching, only 3 likes. And that's just not okay, people.
Moment.
Really,
Dating or, like taking anything serious in that moment.
really it was the shoes that I thought about those shoes. I had never met her. Went out there to talk to her about the shoes. I looked up and she was a pretty girl. So I said, what's wrong with me trying to holler at her? She was
Well, now, bruh, you offered to buy shoes for a woman you never looked at her face before? Okay. I'm not making fun of them, but it's like, alright, bro. Nobody believes you. Okay, let's just keep going. Let's hear that goofy one more time.
about those shoes. I had never met her. Went out there to talk to her about the shoes. I looked up and she was a pretty girl. So I said, what's wrong with me trying to holler at her? She was a little taller than what I thought. But let me take a shot. All she do is say no. Well, I had some friends say, hey, she's a lot younger than you. Why would you talk to her? I'm really not into the age different thing. I think I go more about if your energy revolves with each other.
She got him clowning around on social media. So the power dynamics are all off. She probably feel like she could beat him up in a fight. I know she feels she's more attractive than him. So he's gonna do whatever it takes to keep her around. Of course, that's spend all his money on her. Whatever else. Licking the kitten whenever she wants. It always saddens me to see men just making a buffoon of themselves on TikTok with their girls, doing goofy dances and shit I know they don't want to do.
If she thinks it's anything less than the best, then it's not going to happen.
I'm always right in the end.
And feel good. I don't care about the age. That's how I feel. What are you gonna wear today?
I don't know, to be honest.
My favorite shoes are sandals that she wears because then she's closer to my height. I seen.
So it's becoming clear, more clear and more clear. Okay, first off, we know she's getting her D on the side, right? Like, is there any chance this woman isn't cheating? Now, look, I'm speculating, but we just having fun. I'm just asking y'all. So we know he buys her whatever she want when she want. It looked like she cooked. He did the dishes. I mean, hey, now he's ironing her work clothes for her.
Beta!
No. I'm an alpha.
Beta!
Oh, because I tell you why.
Beta!
Is a sign of being a beta male.
I didn't know that.
Beta!
The same shoes every day, and I said, She sell a lot of cars, but she needs to change the shoes and get a better set of shoes. She probably sell more cars.
He went to the store, bought me a whole bunch of, nice different garments. And then from there, we just kind of like developed a friendship.
I want this. Okay, here you go. Boom, take care of it. I want this. Here you go. Take care of it. Handle that. I want this. All right, boom. It's not, oh my God, you a gold digger.
Nope.
Oh my God, you keep
and
asking.
my question for you
oh
is,
my God, you're so needy. No, here you go, babe. What you want? All right, what else?
my question is this,
That's
very
a queen.
simple.
That's princess treatment. That's
Indeed.
energy.
Guys,
That's what guys need to start doing.
Indeed.
Cause y'all not gonna die with that money. Spend that. Yeah, it costs to be a boss.
So he's her little pay pig. So their first date was him not just buying her one pair of shoes, but taking her on a whole shopping spree. Now I get it. Dudes like this, they feel like they gotta lead with money, and they probably do to attract a woman. He's not gonna attract a woman with his height, his looks, his age. So his sexual marketplace value is low. You know, his I don't get the vibe that his intellect could bag a broad. So look, he used what he could use, and I guess I can't be mad at him. But at the same time, I can be mad at him. Like we about to break this down. Because what would I have suggested he do to get a woman, considering that he's working with what he's working with?
I get it, but then I don't get it. That's where I'm at with it.
Could this man have pulled a woman like this? And not that she's anything. Y'all know what I feel about putting women on a pedestal. But just from the perspective of we know how the sexual marketplace value works. On the dating market, a woman in her 20s who's fairly attractive is valued out here in the world, even if she shouldn't be. So would I give him the same old tired advice? Or not that it's tired advice, but work out, bro. Just work out and get your money up. I guess he somewhat do got his money up. Here's my only thing. He did what he had to do to pull what he wanted to pull. He did what he had to do. But if you're gonna do this, just know what it is. She's using me, and I'm just enjoying being used. Do y'all really think she's even screwing him? Just enjoy it for what it is, bro. Just enjoy it for what it is. But just long as he don't think, oh, she actually loved me, she riding the dime for me. Long as he don't think that, then I'm cool with it. If it's worth it to him to do all this stuff he doing for her to give him pity sex once a month, then who am I to say anything about it? But this is what I want to touch on. Their first date was him taking her on a shopping spree. And then she said to herself, "Oh, a trick? Oh yeah, we could be friends." See, that's why I say the whole male and female friendships is just going to be the male being used as a tool. That's what male and female friendships are about. How often do the female friend and the male female friendship? How often does the female friend say, "Hey man, you need help moving? You need a ride somewhere?" How often is the female friend offering to make the man friend life better? All around the world in these so-called male female friendships, I would say that's a pretty rare occurrence. But yeah, let's be clear. Let's be very clear about this. The day he did that, the day that this man took this woman on a shopping spree, didn't even know her from a hole in the wall. I mean, he worked with her, but you know what I mean? They don't know each other like that. So off top, she clocked him as a pathetic, weak simp that she can wrap around her finger and get him to do whatever she wanted him to do. She clocked that on that first shopping spree. Let's be clear.
Just kind of like developed a friendship.
Hey, I found it. I found it. It goes perfect.
Oh my God, no!
Let's do this. Boom.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, fine. Them shoes was the gateway to heaven for him. He was lucky I was wearing them shoes because he didn't know what else to say, you know? So as far as intimacy, honestly, I feel like it's just like a normal relationship. The only thing we did have issues with when we first started was like his weight. But that's when I just kind of just like started finding softer ways to encourage him. Like, okay, babe, let's go look at a personal trainer. Hercules. We went to a comedy show. When we went to go take a picture with the comedian, he looked at us, he said, "That's your girl?" So, yeah. But he also looked good too, you know what I mean? So that makes me feel good. Do you remember when we went to the indoor golf place?
Yes.
And that man checked our IDs. He was like, he asked me for my ID. I said, well, if I'm with him, obviously I'm old enough. And he was like, who is this, your daddy? And I was like, yes, but no.
It sucks getting constantly disrespected. You know, and that's a way that a lot of dudes ain't spit. Just the way they disrespect other men. I'm not a fan of it. I talk about it sometime on my channel. And we talk about how the woes ain't spit, but you know, a lot of men are really deplorable when it comes to disrespecting other men. And I definitely talked about the whole, and I'm not saying she's a baddie, but this is a clear mismatch. So it's the same dynamic. Because even if bro was, how can I put this? Let's, for argument's sake, for my argument's sake, let's just say she a baddie.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
When you got a baddie on your arm, you're gonna get a lot of heat from the world. You're gonna get eye rolls and smart comments from the waitress at the restaurant. You're gonna get dirty looks and smart comments and disrespect from the bouncer at the club. Having a baddie on your arm is a lot of pressure and a lot of disrespect and drama coming your way. Let alone if it's a huge mismatch like this. So I feel for the brother. That's it. That's rough. It's rough. I don't know what to say. Let's continue.
I was like, yes, but
Shout out to John. He donated $5. He's the live stream sponsor. Let's follow in his footsteps. $5 down, 20 to go. Unless we get $15 via Cash App or PayPal. And then I'll stay on 2 hours. If not, we're trying to meet the 25. Let's get the likes up. John says she's going to use him up like Bill Withers. R.I.P. Bill Withers. I love his songs. Use me up. Wait. You down 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 down. Use me. What? Wait. Use me up. Till I'm all used up. Wait, what is he? Okay, whatever. Anyway, um, shout out to Israelite 1865. I don't know if I've ever seen you in a live chat. Is this your first live stream, Israelite? This for you, John.
That's a hard nigga.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it.
You a gangster now. I'm winning any motherfucking way. I can't lose.
But no.
Age, height, I've been shut down by height before. It was rough at first, but you know we had to build on it. Different age groups, different times. People think different. We didn't have haters at work. We had haters at work because of the age group. You know, the younger guys wanted to say, why would I talk to the younger girl? And, you know, girls say the same. But I let that bypass on my head.
When Akilah first told me about her and Blue, I was so skeptical. I'm like, oh my God, not your boss, like that's television stuff. When she first introduced me to him, I was very, very
That stink face on mama. You know she disrespect the heck out of bro. And see, these are all things you gotta consider when you get into a relationship with a woman. You gotta deal with all her drama, gotta deal with her mama drama and disrespect. Her daddy might not like you, her sisters might be coming with drama and disrespect. Her aunt might be disrespecting you, saying slick shit, trying to emasculate you. These are all things you gotta consider. I know the mama treat him like shit. I know it, just by that face.
Is this camera on me? Yes, it's on. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
You don't know that.
reserved. I was like, oh my gosh, this old guy is trying to talk to my baby girl. He was short and I'm like, oh no, what happened to tall, dark, and handsome? But, you know, for me,
you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
it was more of the age difference. If I could ask him anything, I would want to know, is her heart safe with him? Can I truly let my guard down and trust him with her heart?
You told me he was just your friend. I'm just glad that we can actually go out and eat together. Yeah. Because before, no thank you. I would not have wanted to go out with y'all.
I think you got the opportunity to see like who Blue was and you know how open I was with being with him. So
yeah, you didn't have a problem with it. I had
I said now
I had a problem with it.
Yeah, she made a post in like 2021, 2022. Said if you see me with an older gentleman, don't think that he coerced me. Just know I coerced him.
We're just living in a new world. All this is new to us.
Where a man at? That's what I need to know. Yeah, where mama man at? Cause see, and that's another thing, fellas. Yeah. See, how do I want to break this down? If I was trying to help a man mate for a wife, or I'm sorry, if I was trying to help a man mate, if I was trying to help a man vet a mate, I would tell him, okay, obviously we gonna vet her, and y'all know my methods of vetting a woman. But not only do you need to vet her, you need to vet the family. This is a family you not marrying into necessarily, but this is a family you're gonna be technically a part of. If you're looking for a serious relationship, does the mother got a man? I would say you need to try to find a woman who has a mother who's still married, and not only still married, who runs that household and marriage. Does the mother respect the father? Because if not, that's a major problem. And she's not going to respect you. She don't even respect her own husband. Why would she respect you?
All this is new to us. All this is new to us. I'm more traditional.
When she told me how old he was, I was so concerned because I was like, wait a minute, oh my gosh, he's older than me. How can he be my son-in-law when I'm younger than him? I ain't gonna date him. I would not have dated him because I am shallow.
I mean, damn, sis, why does somebody have to tell you not to be a bitch? Why is that your go-to?
Funky dog head, bitch.
How dare you, punk motherfucker? Back off, bitch, before.
Look at all the disrespect this man is taking in front of 26,000 people that viewed this. What has this man done to earn all this disrespect? I already told you before she even really started talking about him that she's extremely disrespectful. I wouldn't date him. I'm shallow. He don't meet my standards. Wow. Who gives a who you would date? You cooked. You tired. You old. It's over. Don't nobody give a damn about who you would date. This show ain't about you.
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
Apparently, the guys that you wanted to date didn't want to date you, or you would have a husband right now. You know what I mean? That's what they do. Y'all not do women like this not realize that we realize that they still try to act like I'm bougie, but nobody's picking you. So the guys who meet your high standards don't like you. So it's not a flex to say you have them if you can't get the standards met.
This whole threat of women, oh, you're gonna grow old and die alone. No, we're not. That's not a threat. We have our friends. We have our sisters with us. Did you ever see the Golden Girls, my dude?
Oh my
That's
God.
not a cautionary tale. It's a goddamn victory lap.
I wouldn't even date someone who's his age. Most people, when they see y'all, they thinking you just after him for his money, and they don't know that y'all actually vibe really good together. Look, at first I was a little skeptical because I'm like, okay, this is an older grown man around my daughter and my granddaughter, but now I see how y'all.
It's officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what up? I got the car seat in the back. Let's go to the park.
It's starting to make more sense now. She was a single mother, so her value was even more low. So it's starting to kind of make sense now. Now that I know she got a kid, it make a lot more sense. I knew we was gonna figure it out before it was all said and done.
Our vibe together because it took me a long time to get to this place. The mama bear, I would never let down, never. But that doesn't have anything to do with you as a person. That just, I'm skeptical of a lot of people. I don't like it, but I respect it. Is that fair? Yeah. We're cool, right?
That's so disrespectful.
Listen, don't make a scene, all right?
I want to talk to that fucking bitch.
Hey, be fucking nice. Don't fuck up in here.
See, look at the look on his face. Look at the look on bro's face.
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever.
Yeah, T. Orlando say these B-dubs just wanted to be on TV. Facts. John donated another $5. He says, yeah, he's putting up with way too much disrespect, especially for a woman who clearly doesn't care about him. Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah. See you later, Lauren. See, this is what I'm talking about. Is it all worth it just to have a girlfriend, man? I mean, for some men, maybe it is. He probably was a really lonely guy, probably depressed. So, hey, maybe it weighs out for him. The disrespect is worth having a companion. So who am I to say that it's not worth it for him? These are the trade-offs of life. You know what I mean? Oh, mother-in-laws are so horrible. Goodness gracious. They're so terrible. To the point where, yeah, bro, that should be a heavy part of your vetting process. How is your mother? Is she a slick talking, slick mouth chick with resting B face who always gonna be saying little slick comments? Because that's a knowing what I know now, that's a deal breaker. If your mom ain't gonna be cool, it's a deal breaker. Great deal breaker. And I'll put it like this: if she don't got a husband, she got to be super cool. Because I feel like most of the time she's gonna be a huge B, but there is, I don't know the percentage, but let's just say 30% of the time you can get like a really cool mother-in-law. I've heard about it. I've seen it. You can get a really cool, but that should be a non-negotiable, fellas. If y'all ever get into a relationship, a cool mother-in-law or a dead mother-in-law is a non-negotiable.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Inconsiderate prick! You're a prick!
Blue, are we good? You gotta say, I'm just glad that you have somebody that is here for you that you can look up to, and with your height difference, he can look up to you too.
What kind of shit is that?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. When niggas fire out you, nigga, shut the fuck up.
He can look up to you too.
I don't like taking pictures. I'm not photogenic. This is just her all the time. From a scale of 1 to 10, she swears she's an 11.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? I told you so.
What did I tell you? I told you he didn't want to take all these pictures. He didn't want to do those stupid TikToks, but he feel like he got to maintain her. And he even said her ego is out of this world. I feel. What did he say? I feel like she an 8 who feel like she an 11. I mean, yeah, we read that already. I mean, that's most modern women. Look how unhappy this brother look. Gonna use me up. This is sad. Bro, have a backbone, bro. She will respect you more. And you know that little joke, like, let's go back to that little jokey joke, supposed jokey joke. But see, I want to touch on this. I want to touch on this.
Glad that you have somebody that is here for you that you can look up to, and with your height difference, he can look up to you too.
Now, see, if he would have checked her, let's say they was at a family event, and see, this is awkward when you're at a family event and you outnumbered 50-1, and people saying little slick comments, basically being disrespectful, trying to belittle you. I've been there, and you outnumber 50-1. How do you check? How do you check a woman in her own house around 50 of her family members? See, that's when it gets tricky. That's when it gets pretty tricky. You know, some people have mastered the art of checking people back with a joke, and then we can all claim we all just joking and having fun, even though we know the undertone is you disrespecting me and I'm disrespecting you back. I haven't mastered that. I'm more of a straight shooter, straight communicator. Oh my gosh. Let's get the likes up, please. Let's get the likes up. We got $10 down, 15 more dollars to go to stay on 2 hours. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs all at the top of the chat, or super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box.
She swears she's an 11.
Let's check out TikTok. We got a video that's been going viral. It says you should read the manual before you buy the car because it's obvious that this one is going to be wow. And if you can't handle a sports car, then don't buy it because she is a fine sports car. Maybe she needs a younger, more efficient driver. We have a lot of haters. People that are not in favor of our relationship. It wasn't because our age or our height, it was because our profession at the time. Now,
And I bet she never let him miss a comment like that to keep him in check. Like, you know, I'm a hot commodity, right? Hey, babe, come look over here. Look what this guy said. Like, she don't let him miss any of those comments. Oh, and let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. Yeah, black women and women in general, they can dish it, but they can't take it. They'll make a slick joke about you to emasculate you and disrespect you. But if you return the energy, oh, I don't like him. We ain't going over there no more. Or how you gonna let him talk to me like that? Yeah, it don't go both ways. They can dish it, but they damn sure can't take it.
was because our profession at the time. Now we don't have too many issues, but it was really our profession that was driving a wedge between us. I think a lot of people in our profession did think that, you know, I was a gold digger or it was my age that was going after him, but a lot of people don't know me. My past as far as my relationship with money. Before I met him, I was very independent, you know, financially. But with him, it's just like, it's not just about finance. He'll help with school drop off, or like he will wash the dishes. So it's like he's taking care financially, but he's also filling other gaps. A man.
So let's be clear. Let's be clear. Okay, let's be clear about this. Say what you want. This man is definitely the best thing that ever happened to this woman and her kid. So let's not get it effed up, even though the world may say that the value is lopsided on her side. On this channel, we know he's still way better than her. On character levels, on intellect levels, he's out of her league.
This concept of I can do better, bitch, at least 85% of men who approached women were really out of the woman's league. For the only thing that kept a woman in a league was because she looked a little cute and she might suck a dick. That was it. At least 85% of men who have approached 100% of women were out of the woman's league, for real. Like on some real shit, not just, you know, looking cute for that 5 minutes, but on some real, like on character levels and intellect levels, the man's out of her league.
Filling other gaps. A man that genuinely wants to be with you, he's gonna take care of you, like in every aspect.
Hey, girl.
Where is Daddy Blue?
I'm right here.
We do a good job of like making each other feel like the show is about that person, if that makes sense. So it's not just all about him, or it's not just like all about me. What I love the most about Blue.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna.
This is not true. This is not, doesn't even make sense.
Most about Blue is the fact that he is consistent and he's stable. And for the people that judged us, what I would like to say is thank you, because if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
I ain't mad at bro. I ain't mad at bro. He just trying to get a little bit of happiness in his life. I mean, yeah, you got to put up with this. Well, look, let's just be real. Let's be real. I feel like 80% of men who are in relationships and marriages in America put up with this same level of disrespect. Let's be real, man. Niggas like to cap like they big dogs and I'm running shit and then my wife respect. No, she don't. Let's be honest. No, she don't. All them little mother-in-law jokes and stuff. That's what the average man in America is dealing with. So I can't say he any bigger of a blue pill simp than the average dude in a relationship or marriage in America. You know? So I ain't mad at him, man. He just trying to get some happiness. And he's trading off what he gotta trade off to get his little moments of happiness. So what we gonna do here? What we gonna do? It's up to y'all, man. We got $10 in donations. We have 51 minutes. Wait, what? Kevin Samuels, she's 32.
Welcome to High Value Blueprint, the space where bold ideas meet real talk. In today's
Oh yeah, we're gonna go over a few minutes of this and then I'm gonna get off here. Oh, hold on. Unless we get 15 more dollars in donations. For the person you choose. There will be very little empathy for the person you choose. Well, what Anita talking about? Maybe we should end it on Anita.
One of the number.
So yeah, it's up to y'all if I stay on 2 hours tonight. So if we get 15 more dollars in donations in the next 10 minutes, I'll stay on 2 hours. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat, or super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box.
Number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to jump on live really quickly, and I'm not going to be in here too long. I have to, I'm headed to Charlottesville to pick up my daughter. So I'm not going to be too long. I'm going to try to be brief as I can be. But I want to help people understand something. And this is actually a message for men and women. Okay? I'm not just picking on the women today, because y'all be getting on me, and I be picking on the women. No, this is for men and women. All y'all need to hear this. You ready? There will be very little or no empathy for who you chose. Okay? So let's make that public service announcement so we can, all be on the same page. There is little to no empathy for who you chose. A lot of people really struggle with taking radical responsibility for the person that they chose to date or be in relationship with or be engaged or married to. But I'm here to tell you, I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to remind you at every turn, this is who you chose.
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. When niggas fire out you, nigga, shut the fuck up.
every turn, every turn. This is who you chose. I will never, ever, ever get tired of saying that. Because a lot of y'all, you choosing all the wrong people. You choosing people that don't like what you like, don't want to go where you want to go, don't want to do what you want to do. But it's like you enjoy complaining about it. You enjoy going to your friends and going to your family, coming.
No, you talking about women. That don't sound like dudes at all. I don't know too many dudes who complain about how much of a hard time they having with their woman. So you definitely talking about women for the most part with that one.
You enjoy going to your friends and going to your family, coming to your therapist and talking about this person that you chose and how they are, how they do you, how they don't like doing this and they won't do that. This is the realest piece of advice that you're going to get. At some point, you have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a decision. If you want to go here and if you want to do this and if you want to be, then you need to find someone that wants to do that too. Because this whole trying to change the game in the ninth inning, that's just not going to fly. That's just not going to fly. That's going to frustrate you. That's going to frustrate them. You're going to have to make some hard choices. But I have so many people that get really, really mad about the person that they chose. And if I'm being honest, a lot of people want to run. They want to run from the accountability and the responsibility. They come up with every excuse in the book why they're with this person, why it happened, just to try to get it off of them. Well, you know this, she got pregnant. You still didn't have to choose her. You could have co-parented. Well, he proposed and, he's been doing this and that. And so I felt like, I had to say yes. No, you didn't. We all grown. We are all grown. You do not have to be with that man. You do not have to be with that woman. And now that people are married, that's the biggest excuse of all. Well, I can't lose my children, or I can't lose my home, or I can't, no. People get divorced every day.
So now you pushing divorce, Anita. But then you say you like Christian and you conservative, but okay, like you traditional, but now you pushing divorce. Well, you did it, so yeah, why not, right?
Over half of people get divorced every day. What makes your situation so different? But here's the truth of the matter that people don't want to come to terms with. And like I said, when I deliver the truth, when I tell people very directly, very succinctly, you know what? Here are the two options that you have. And they have more than two options, but I give them two. Here's the two options that you have. You can shut up about it and stay with this person and tolerate what it is they're doing or not doing. Like, just shut up about it. And it's called radical acceptance, right? Where you just go radically accept this is what it is. Or you can make another choice.
It's enough, Anita. All right. All right, what was we? We was $15 short, so yeah. I'm gonna head off here. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play a hole on the internet, and I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Join the membership. It's only $5 a month now. It really helped the channel. Check out merch, link in the description, and follow me on Rumble. I can get kicked off here any day now. RB Sensei out.